So I just watched Fantastic Four, and it was fantastic. For the longest time, this was a passion project for Marvel and Feige, and you can tell this was made with love for the Fantastic Four characters and, of course, the comics as well. The best part in this movie is literally the main characters, and honestly, they are fantastic. The performances of the cast and the chemistry they have with each other is so great. Pedro, Vanessa, Johnny, and Ebon all give great performances, and honestly, I just love the chemistry and they had with each other. The action scenes were pretty solid. The black hole scene was really fun and really good, and honestly, it got me chills. The 60s aesthetic is so well realized in this movie, and I love it. Also, the cinematography was pretty solid too. I love Matt Shackman's direction, Herbie, and I also like the Mole Man. He was pretty fun. For some problems, I think the editing is a bit choppy in certain areas, and it honestly was a bit hard to follow. But whatever. It's not as bad as Lilo and Stitch, but it was a little bit of a noticeable error. Honestly, I like Silver Surfer, but I think her redemption arc, which spoilers, is a bit rushed, and honestly, I wish it could have been done a bit better. And I like Galactus, but he really doesn't appear much throughout the movie. And I think the plot in this movie is a bit stupid, especially in the second half. Alright, let's get into spoilers. 3, 2, 1. I think the plot about the Fantastic Four wanting to protect their own baby is really compelling and really engaging. And it also made for a really fun climax. However, I have some problems with some of the plot. Like, Reed's plan to move Earth away to another place is just so hilariously stupid. It's basically Patrick Star just moving Bikini Bottom to somewhere else, and it's just really stupid. I found that kind of funny and ridiculous. But then again, this is a comic book movie, so I don't really give a fuck. The Silver Surfer was okay. I think her backstory was alright, but her redemption arc at the end of the movie was a little strange. Like, it was a bit rushed. Like, after Johnny and the Silver Surfer confront each other, she just tells them to just give up their own baby, and then changes her mind off screen at the end of it, which is just so weird. Like, her redemption arc was just so rushed, and that just made me feel like, huh, okay. Galactus wants Franklin Richards because he has superpowers and whatnot. And then he also gets superpowers at the end of the movie when Sue Storm dies. Galactus was pretty good, but man, I wish we got more of him in this movie. At least I got to see Ralph Fiennes's booming voice. And honestly, the preparations for Galactus are just a bit stale, and it honestly just made me feel a bit bored for a few seconds. But once the climax hits, it's really fun. A part of me wishes that Earth 828 got destroyed in this movie so that we could raise the stakes. But honestly, I'm glad that the Earth 828 gets to stay for now. Franklin Richards is a nice addition to the team, even if he has some noticeable CGI baby stuff. It's honestly okay. He's honestly an okay addition to the team. Sorry, I have some mic problems. And overall, the tribute to Jack Kirby at the end was very sweet. And honestly, we all know Stan Lee, and he really deserves some of the credit for making Marvel what it is today. But none of it would have been also possible without Jack Kirby. I mean, we all love Stan Lee, but Jack Kirby really is the second in hand. The guy who is also a godfather to the Fantastic Four. But not only that, he was also a godfather to Marvel as a whole. And I'm so glad they gave him the respect he deserves. And really, he deserves some of the credit as Stan Lee did. And really, none of it would have been possible without him as well. If it wasn't for the fact that some of it was ruined by this fucking post-credit scene. I mean, come on, Feige. You cannot make me get excited for Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, I know there's another Avengers movies coming out, but I don't really care too much. I mean, I'll watch it with my family once it comes out in theaters, but you cannot make me get excited for it. I don't know how I feel about Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. I'll probably watch it to see how I feel about it, but I don't have any high hopes for it, man. After the last one failed, this feels like a desperate attempt to, make a Secret Wars Avengers movie, but I don't have any hopes up. After the last iteration failed, yes, I'll probably make a cinematic disaster review of Fantastic Four. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but honestly, this feels like a breath of fresh air in this mediocre universe at this point. But honestly, after two great movies, honestly, this was a good year for Marvel. After Cap 4, this honestly feels like a breath of fresh air. The movie was pretty good. The musical score was fantastic. Got another shout out to Michael Giacchino, and honestly, I have nothing much to say about it. 7 out of 10, and I'm gonna go and start doing that Thunderbolts underrated gem review. Good night, everyone. Oh yeah, if you were wondering, I did rewatch Fantastic Four 2005 before watching the movie. I gave it a 6 out of 10. That's all you need to know. I have nothing much to say about it.